Okay, in previous session, we have created one web application using Maven, and we deployed that application into Tomcat server, right? So, how we have configured that plugin? We use the Tomcat 7 Maven plugin to deploy web application into Tomcat server, right? And first configuration, we have mentioned username and password in the pom.xml, right? And after that, we moved that credentials to settings.xml. Okay, in the settings.xml also we placed a clear text password. Okay, so if anyone access the server, okay, so they can see this password. Okay, they can see the password of the Tomcat server. So how we can protect these passwords? Okay, for that we have password encryption functionality in Maven. Okay, so we have a two options. Okay, we have a Maven security commands. Okay, so first of all, we have to generate one master password. Okay, using these master passwords, we have to generate the child passwords. This master password will work as a key to generate the other passwords. Okay, so first of all, we have to generate a master password, and we have to put this master password in the user home directory with security-settings.xml. We have to create a file name security-settings.xml file. Let me check. Okay, settings-security.xml, and in this file we have to create a settings security element, and in this we have to create a master element. Inside this master element we have to place the generated password here. Okay, and once we created this file, then we can encrypt the other passwords. Okay, so let me generate master password men hyphen encrypt hyphen master hyphen password. Here I am giving the password is password. Okay, so this is the master password. Okay, now we have to go to user home directory, and here we have to create a new file. That file name is settings hyphen security settings-security.xml. Okay, so in this we have to write a element. Open this file, setting security. In this we have to write a master element. Here we have to place the generated password. We have to go to terminal, and we have to copy this generated password and paste here in the master inside master element. Okay, settings security. Okay, save it. Now we can encrypt the other passwords. Okay, now I'm going to encrypt the Tomcat password. Men hyphen encrypt hyphen password. The password is Tomcat. Okay, we have to copy this generated encrypted password, and now you can go to settings.xml file, find the server element, and this is the Tomcat server credentials. And here I am removing this clear text password, and I am pasting the encrypted password here. Okay. Okay, now you can go to terminal. Let me check. Okay, Tomcat is running. Okay, now go to terminal. Now you can run the command men clean package tomcat 7 colon deploy. Okay, build is success, right? So you suppose if anyone access this server, so if they are open this settings.xml, they don't know what is the exact password of this. Okay, because we have stored as an encrypted manner. Okay, so if you want more security, okay, if you want only trigger the builds, or if you want only run any uh, uh, generating packages or generating sites, everything you want to do, then you can take this settings-security.xml in a flash drive like pen drives. Okay, so if you are putting this file in a flash drive, so here we have to write one more element is location, relocation. Okay, we have to write the relocation element. Okay, and we have to put the where the file location is there. Okay, suppose I will just change this one. Okay, go to settings. I'm copying this file and I'm pasting this file in under file system usr local Maven training. I'm placing this file here. Open it. This is the master password, and go to user home .m2. Open this file, and here I am removing this master element. Okay, so the relocation of the settings flsecurity.xml location is usr/local usr/local slash maven training slash settings security. Okay, now again you can trigger the build. Okay, this time also build is success. Deployed application at context path slash maven web app. Okay, like this we can protect the maven maven projects. Okay, so like this you can put this file, this settings security.xml in a flash drive, and whenever you connect this flash drive to your system, then only you can trigger it, you can build your projects. Okay, if you configured with the security password. Okay, is it clear? So okay, and the next one is um, Next one is multi-module project. Okay, how we can create a multi-module project? If you are take some big projects, we will have definitely multi-module project. Means some teams will work on some utilities. Okay, some teams will work on core framework. Some teams will work on plugins. Okay, so at the time uh, we have to create a sub projects. Okay, one main project will be there, and in that main project we will create a sub projects. So this is called a multi-module project. So how we can create a multi-module project? We can go to Eclipse, File, New, Maven project. Okay, and here you can select the create a simple project and then click next. And the packaging type, you can change the packaging type to POM. Okay, the group ID is Maven training, and the Artifactory ID is mm, Eclipse Maven multi-module. Okay, and the version is 0.0.1 snapshot. Okay, and then click finish. And here space Eclipse Maven multi-module project. Here you can see there is nothing in the SRC directory, only site. Okay, and if you open this pom.xml, it is creating project. Wait. Okay, here here we have a Eclipse Maven multi-module project. If you expand this, we have SRC, and under SRC we have just site. Okay, if you open the pom.xml, you have just group ID, artifact ID, and version, and the packaging type is POM. This is a multi-module project, and this is the parent POM. Okay, and we can generate this project from command line also. Okay, if you go to file system, USR, local, Maven training. Okay, yesterday we have written all archetypes to archetypes.txt file, right? So in this we can find that archetype. The archetype artifact ID is pom-root. See, root project archetype for creating a multi-module projects. Okay, if you want to create a multi-module project, we have to use this archetype 902. Okay, using this we can generate the multi-module project. So here we have created a parent project. So now how we can create a modules in this? Okay, you can right click on the project, go to new, other. Here we have a Maven, expand the Maven. In the Maven, we have a checkout Maven project from SCM. If we have a project in SCM source control management system, we can check out from this one, this option. And if you want to create a module, we have to choose this Maven module. Okay, so here we are going to create a Maven module project, and then click next. So if you want to create a sample project, you can select this one. Okay, and the module name is jar module. Okay, and then click next. It will create the standard Java project. Okay, and finish. Okay, here you can see this parent form is automatically updated. It gets created modules element inside modules. It is added one module element, that is the jar module. Okay, we are not added this one. It is automatically added, and you can check jar module project here. Okay, in this we have a Java resources directory, and if you open the pom.xml, you can see here this is the parent information, parent project information, group ID, artifact ID, and version. Okay, and artifact ID. And next we have to create a web module. Like this we can create any number of modules. Right click on the project, new, other, Maven module, next, web module, next. Here we have to select the web app archetype, and then next, a group ID. Okay, artifact ID and version number. Finish. So here you can see automatically it is added web module. Okay, we have a error in this web module under JSP pages. Okay, okay. Now go to overview page. Now go to dependencies. Click on add dependency, and here Java X dot servlet. Okay, the scope is provided. Click OK, and then save it. Errors has been resolved. Okay. So in these modules, you can see we will have a parent information. Okay. So like this, we can create a multi-module project. Okay. So how we can build the multi-module project? We can build a separate module, or we can build complete whole project. Okay. So if this is the parent project, I can right click on the project, Maven build, click on the clean package. Okay, build is success. Now here you can see which module build on this module taken this much time to build this one. Okay, each module taken how much time, it is printed here. Okay, so sometimes if we have 10 modules, sometimes 5 modules will build, and in the fifth module it will fail. Okay, so so I don't want to build all the modules from starting onwards. I just want to continue after the fifth module. Then we have an option RF. Okay, it will force the it will restart the build from that point. Okay, you can check the documentation. see here, RF means resume from. Okay, so if you want to build only specific modules, then we have to use PL option. Right click on this project, run Maven here, hyphen PL, and equal to, we have to specify the applications. What are the artifact IDs we want to execute? We can specify the list. Okay, so we can use these options, hyphen also hyphen make, build the specified projects. Okay, and any of their dependencies in the reactor. Okay, and fail fast means the default behavior: whenever a module build fails, it will automatically stop overall build immediately. Okay, so fail at end, if suppose if any module fail, okay, you don't want to stop build at that stage, you want to continue, and finally you want to fail that build, then you can use this option. Okay, if a particular module fails, continue the rest of the reactor and report all failed modules at the end. Okay. Okay, so now I want to apply this application in Maven in Tomcat server. Okay, so here I am going to use, I am copying this plugin here and I am pasting into new project. So let me check the IP address of remote server. If config, okay, okay, it is working. So go to Eclipse, okay, Eclipse Maven web app. Okay, and then right click on the project, run as Maven build, clean package hyphen pl equal to, what is the module name, web module space tomcat 7 colon deploy. Okay, access is access denied, maybe authentication wrong. servers Tomcat. Okay, now we can run one more build, Maven build, and select the option web module. Okay, okay, now this time build is success. Tomcat. Okay, click on list of applications. Eclipse Maven web app. Okay, it's just printing hello world. Okay, we can deploy web applications through Maven remotely. Okay, so like this we can create a multi-module project and we can build each module also. Okay, each module separately. Okay, so okay, next one is remote repositories. Okay, yesterday we had discussed about remote repositories, right? So we have to install remote repositories and we have to configure them. So how we can install remote repositories? Have to also, we have a Sona type Nexus. I think it is open source previously, but I think they removed the open source. Okay, you can download the Artifactory. Okay, here we have an option JFrog Artifactory. Download the latest version of a zip file or RPM. Okay, for Windows you can download the zip file. For Linux versions you can download the RPM. Okay, save this file. Okay, it is downloaded. So now here you can go to user guide. Okay, under user guide we can check the installation process. First of all, we have to check the system requirements. We have only a Java requirement. Okay, because it is developed upon Java. Okay, And these are the browsers and database also not required. If you are going to install production servers, then we have to take the database. It is a MySQL server and MS SQL. Okay, so now here we are going to install on Linux environment, installing on Linux. So here manual installation, service installation and RPM installation. So we are going to install the RPM installation. So this is the command to install the RPM. Okay. So downloads. So here we have a RPM file. It is JFrog. Okay. So we have to run RPM hyphen IVH JFrog. Okay. And then run. So aptf and get install RPM. Okay, now you can run the command. So RPM should not be used directly. Install RPM packages. Use align instead. Resume. No, what? Okay, maybe the RPM installation is not supported in my OS. Okay, so we can download the zip file. Okay, we can download the zip file. Once we download the zip file, we will get like this Artifactory-3 with version.zip file. Okay, once we extract this zip file, we will get like this folders. Okay, so in this you can go to bin directory. Once we extracted, these are the folders of the Artifactory directory, and go to this uh, bin directory and you can run the artifactory.bat. Okay, for Linux you can run the artifactory.sh. Okay, so if you this will take default port is 8081. Okay, you can download the zip file and you can extract some location. Okay, once we extract it, we will get like this folder Artifactory, and in this Artifactory these are the folders. Okay, we can go to bin directory. Here we have a executable files. Okay, to start the Artifactory and stop the Artifactory. And if you want to install as a service, we can run as a install service.bat. Okay, it is started. Okay, now I can go to browser, localhost colon 8081. Okay, in the right side corner we have a login button. You can click on login. The default username password is admin, password also admin. Yeah, password is password. Okay. Once we log into the Artifactory, okay, in the top we will see four tabs: home, artifacts, deploy, admin. Okay, in the left side corner we will have a welcome page and client settings, Maven settings, and Gradle build scripts and EV settings. For uh, for our purpose, we are going to use Maven settings. Okay, so you can click on Maven settings. Here, these are the sites. These are the repositories available. Okay, default repositories. If you want to generate a settings.xml file, you can generate the. You can click on the generate settings. Okay, you can download the settings file. Okay, you can place this settings file under your user home directory. Okay, under your user home directory m2 folder .m2 folder. Okay, if you want to create a new repositories, I will first explain the administration part. If you go click on admin, here we will have a configuration and security settings and some services, importing the data and backupping, exporting the data, everything we will have in this admin panel. Okay, in the general we will have a server name. Okay, how you want to access your Artifactory in your organization, we have to specify some URL here, and custom based URL. If you want any give custom based URL, you can give it here. And file uploads max size is 100 MB. Okay, and date format. And if you want to change this Artifactory logo, we can change. Okay, this is the customizations of your Artifactory. And click on repositories. Here we will have a repositories list. Okay, one is the local repositories, remote repositories, and virtual repositories. If you see, local repository is a set of locally installed repositories. Okay, means that when using the default global virtual host repository, the order of local repositories resolution is determined by the order they appear in this list. Okay, local repositories means this is our locally maintained repositories. Okay, no one maintaining this. Okay, we are maintaining in our local systems. These local repositories means. Okay, so remote repositories means this is the set of remote proxy repositories. Okay, these repositories we are not maintaining. Some third party vendors maintaining these repositories and we are just proxying them. Okay, so if any dependency is not found in this our local repositories, it will check in these remote repositories. Okay, and the next one is virtual repositories. It is a set of virtual repositories aggregating regular local and remote repositories. It is the virtual repositories means combination of remote repositories and local repositories, but it will not store any data in our file system. Okay, it will create links. Okay, it will create a soft links of the these two local repositories and remote repositories. Okay, suppose if I am going to create a new virtual repository, click on new. Here we have to specify the repository key. Okay, unique key we have to mention here, and here you can see these are the available repositories, local repositories and remote repositories. Okay, if I select this one all, if I select all, okay, some test repo and then create. Okay, here one test repository is created. Suppose some dependency is available in this libs release local, and some jars available in plugins release local, and some jars available in JCenter. Instead of configuring these all three repositories in our pom.xml, we can simply uh, um, configure this test repo, because this in this test repo we will have all these links. If we configure this test repo in our pom.xml means if it will check the dependencies for all the local repositories and remote repositories, because we configured all the repositories in this test repo. Okay. Okay, and remote repositories also, if you know any third party vendor repository, we can give a repository key here. You can mention that third party repository URL here. Okay. So JCenter and Repo1, these all are some open source third party repository sites. Okay. And the next one is libs, local repositories. Here we can create our local repositories. So here I have created a training f snapshot. Okay, so that is the repository key, and if you want to mention any description, we can mention here. And the bottom we have a Maven snapshot version behavior. How you want to put your Maven snapshot version behavior. So so whether to use time-based version numbers for the name of the snapshots. Okay, if we make it as a unique, okay, it will whenever you deployed the generated artifact into Artifactory, it will uh, upload every time a new artifact with the timestamp. Okay, non-unique means it it will not give you non-unique, means it will every time it will overwrite the same thing. Means suppose 1.0 hyphen snapshot jar is available in our local repo in our remote repositories. Okay, so you don't want to upload every time. You don't want to change the name. Okay, then you can put a non-unique, means it will automatically override the 1.0 hyphen snapshot. Suppose if you trigger 100 bits, okay, we cannot upload, we cannot see 100 artifacts in the remote repository. We can just see only one artifact because we make it as a non-unique. Okay, and deployer, it's not required for us. Okay, so and here we have to check this handle snapshots, means whether the repository handles snapshot artifacts. Okay, so if you want allow only snapshot versions, we have to handle this one. Okay, for releases, we have to check this handle releases. If we check this handle releases, it will not allow the snapshot versions to this repository. Okay, so here we have created two repositories. One is for snapshot and another one for releases. Okay, is it clear? Okay, and here we have a repository layouts. Okay, I am not going to explain all these things. In the mail, if you want send any mails to your teams, you can configure mail server here. And security, you can add users here in the under security. You can add users groups, and you can give a permissions, and you can integrate with the LDAP server. Okay, under services, you can take a backups, weekly backups or monthly backups or daily backups. Okay, and if you have if you want to move from Nexus to Artifactory, if you have a repository bundle, you can import them. And if you want to move Artifactory to some other repository, okay, then we can export the existing repositories. Okay, under advanced, we will have a system info and system logs and maintenance, storage summary, everything we can see under advanced options. Okay, and then next you can go to deploy. If you have Artifactory bundle, okay, means you have all jars with you. Okay, with you have some zip file. Okay, you can upload the zip file. Okay, it will distribute those jar files to your repository. Okay, and the next one is Artifactory. artifacts tab. Okay, in this artifacts tab we can see the list of repositories here. Okay, this is training snapshot is our repository, and in this general here we have a repositories associations. If you click this, you can see the how many jars are there in this repository. We can see here. Okay, this is the distribution management element. Okay, once your build is completed, you want to distribute the generated artifact to other team members, we have to configure this distribution management element inside your project, inside your pom.xml. Okay, so Maven training, Maven first web app. Okay, I will just check my local IP address. Okay, I'm copying this distribution management element and go to pom.xml under build. Okay, the ID is Sri and Sri icon snapshots. Okay, this is the URL, and here I have to give the local IP address. Okay, let me check it is accessible or not. Okay, it is accessible. Okay, so now we have to go to, excuse me, go to user home .m2, open the settings file, and the servers, we have to add one more server. Okay, the server is ID is Sri icon snapshots, and the username is admin. So here we have to encrypt the password. Okay, this is the generated encrypted password. Copy it and go to settings.xml and replace the generated new password. Okay, save it. And the pom.xml we have configured the distribution management. Okay, this is the web app. So next, go to terminal, PSR local, and Maven. Okay. Maven training. First Maven web app. Okay, MVN clean package deploy. Okay, before deploy, plugin script, right? Not as well. Distribution management, distribution start tag scene plugins. Correct, right. Malform PAM, unrecognized tab, distribution management. Okay, so it will download the dependencies regarding the distribution management element. Okay, okay, now you can log in here. Okay, artifacts, training iPhone snapshot. So Maven training 22nd June. Okay, Maven training and 14th, 15th October. First Maven web app. Okay, you can see this 1.0 iPhone snapshot. You can see 727. Just now it is uploaded. Okay, so if I click here one more time, again it is uploaded. You can refresh here. One more time it is added with the timestamp. Okay, so like this we can distribute. So anyone want to access this jar file, they can just configure this distribution, this element, this URL as their repository. So it will download it from the remote repository. Is it clear? Any doubts? Hello. Okay. Okay. I have some sample multi-module project with all the Maven options. Okay. In this multi-module project, I have weather and weather-web app. This is the, it will generate a var file. It will generate a var file and it will generate a jar file. Okay. If you see pom.xml, in this pom.xml, I have configured everything. Means everything means in the first session we have discussed about Maven features, right? So we can do a builds, generate a documentation, generate a site, generate integration with Maven integration with the SCM, integration with Bugzilla, integration with the continuous integration systems, right? So all things I have configured in this project. Okay, so in this I have two modules. Okay, weather and weather-web app. Okay, so here I have mentioned some properties instead of writing the plugin versions directly. Okay, I have created as a properties. Okay, and so here I have to explain about two elements: dependency management and plugin management. Okay, so when we have to use this dependency management and when we have to use dependencies. Okay, so if we are developing multi-module project, okay, if you want add dependency is a shared dependency, okay, to all your modules, then you have to add dependency management in element in our parent form. Okay, in the under parent form we have to add dependency management element. Inside the dependency management we have to write the dependencies. So these dependencies will applicable to all the modules, okay, under this parent form. Okay, so in child module we no need to mention this version. We have to just add dependency with the group id and artifact id. We no need to specify the version. This will applicable to all submodules if we are adding dependency management. In the same way, plugin management also. If we are adding any plugins under plugin management, means these plugins will applicable to all child modules. Okay. Okay, if you are directly developing a standard project, means it doesn't have any modules, then you no need to use this plugin management and dependency management. Okay, you can use, but there is no issue with that. If you are using dependency management or plugin management, these dependencies and these plugins will applicable to all the child modules, all the sub modules. Okay, so in this I will just run this build once. Okay, and after that I will explain about all the things. Okay, men clean package install means it will install the generate artifact into local repository, and deploy means it will deploy to remote repository. Okay, and next, site. Okay, I want to generate a site for this project. Okay, it will take some time to complete this process. Okay, okay, see here, the build is failed. Why? Could not parse metadata. Update metadata com.c could not parse. Okay, here you can see men goals -rf colon weather. If we run this command, it will starts from the it will resume the build. Men clean package -rf colon weather. Okay, build is success. Now I will trigger one more build. Men clean package. First I will check that build is success or not. Okay, build is success, but when it is failing. Clean package deploy. Okay, and at apply it is failing. While uploading these artifacts into Artifactory, at the time it is failing. Let me check the distribution element. Artifactory training if releases. Snapshot versions. Failed to execute goal, deploy goal, and project weather, failed to update metadata, com.c dot training dot multi, Maven metadata dot xml could not pass. Okay, so under dot, okay, it is failed to uploading to local repository multi. I am removing this complete folder. Okay, now I am triggering one more build. Okay, okay, I will do one thing. I will just copy this training, copy, and I am copying this project to my VM file system. Yes, sir. Local under Maven training. Paste here. Okay. On the palm.xml file. We have to change this localhost to IP address. This thing is not required. Save it. And here we have to add one more server element. That is 3-releases. It will not use now. If we are going to deploy releases, at the time it will use. Okay, and save it. And now we can save space multi-module. Okay, MVN clean package deploy. You go to user home .m2 repository and repository com. There is no S3 folder here, right? So S3 folder are a Maven training is there, but we have to check in the com only. It will take some time to download. Explain about the project configurations. Okay. So I am opening the multi-module project in Eclipse. It is still downloading. Okay. So here we have a multi-module project. Okay. So if you open tom.xml, you can go to overview tab. Okay, this is the group ID and artifact ID and the snapshot version. Okay, and the packaging type is POM, and for this we don't have any parent POMs. Okay, here we have a properties. Okay, all the plugin versions we have mentioned in a properties file, property elements, and here we have a two modules, weather-web app. Okay, the next project. Okay, if you want give a project name and project URL and description, we can mention here. Okay, and this is the organization name and organization URL, and this is the SCM URL. Okay, and using this connection details, we can uh, run SVN commands. Okay, so and the next one is issue management system. I have just configured the dummy URL here, Bugzilla, and we can integrate with the continuous integration systems like Jenkins. Okay, if you go to text interface, so here Okay, dependency management. These dependencies will be applicable. These dependencies are shared dependencies for all the modules. Okay, and the same way plugins also. So here under build element, I have configured some plugins. One is the project info reports. It will generate some project information reports. And the next one is site plugin. This plugin is used for generating the site. Okay, and in the while generating the site, I have configured some report plugins. Okay, one is the software report plugin, means it is a JUnit report, and Java doc means it will generate the documentation for our source code, and check style, it will check the coding standards. Okay, and JXR means it will generate the test classes documentation. Okay, and the PMD plugin means it will generate the coding standards. We have followed the coding standards, or how many violations we have written in our code. It will check it using this plugin. Okay, and the find bugs, if we have any bugs in our code, it will list down the bugs. Okay, and versions Maven plugin, it will if you want to maintain versions in Maven builds, we can use this plugin. Okay, and this uh, tag list means if you want to list down the tags available in the version control system, we can use this plugin. Okay, and this webdev plugin, it is the extension to upload your site to web server. Okay, and the licenses element. Okay, in this licenses element, if we have any license agreement for our project, we have to write a license information here. Okay, if the license file is available in some other location, we can give the license file URL also. Okay, this is the organization information. And if you want add developers, okay, we can add the developers list also who are working on this project. We can add developers list here. Okay, under developers we can add a developer element. Okay, and contributors means who are contributed previously to this project, or currently also who are contributing. We can uh, add a contributors list. Okay, if you want, and we can add a mailing list also. Suppose your client subscribed your project notifications, so we can add the mailing list also. Okay, here we have integrated with the issue management system and CA system and mailing list. Okay, and here we have a SCM configuration. And finally distribution management. This distribution management is used for to distribute the generated artifact to other teams, means it will automatically upload these artifacts to remote repositories. If we are uploading to remote repository, means other teams can access the artifact. Is it clear? Let me check. Same thing happening. White space content allowed before start tag. Okay, maybe some plugin configuration issue. I will generate just site mvn site. Site means it will generate the site of your project. Site of project means it will generate a JUnit reports, PMD reports, and documentation reports. Everything it will generate and it will put in a site folder. Okay, I will run. Okay, if you go to the target directory, here we can see the site folder. In this site folder, it will generate the all the reports. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, go to site folder. Here we will have a index.html. Can open this index.html with Chrome. See here, this is the complete site for our project. Okay, here we will have a separate site for each module. Okay, modules, multi-module chapter, weather API, and weather app, weather hyphen web app, Maven web app. Okay, here we will have a two different modules sites also available. And here you can see this is the overall projects reports. Okay, this is the project information. There is no information available here. Project info, this is the project info. Distribution management, about, these are the labels available in the left side. Okay, and distribution management URLs, this is the repository URL, release repository URL, and snapshot repository URL, and the website URL. Okay, and there is no information about, okay, dependencies, issue tracking systems, plugins, what are the plugins we used in the project. Okay, continuous integration links, and project license. Okay, we just given a Apache license link here. Okay, but it is displaying the complete license information here. Okay, dependency management. Okay, these are the jars we have added in under dependency management. Mailing list. Okay, we have one user under mailing list. Team members. Okay, we have one members and one contributor. And dependency coverage, and source code repository URL, and plugin management, what are the plugins we have added under plugin management, project modules, how many modules we have, and finally project summary. Okay, and one more important is project reports. Okay, under project reports we have a survey reports, report on the test results of the project, and test Java docs. Okay, and Java docs means Java doc API documentation and source xref, HTML based cross reference version of Java source code, and test source xref means HTML based cross reference version of Java test source code. Okay, and PMD report, verification of coding rules, CPD, duplicate detection, and property updates reports provides detail of properties which control versions dependencies. This means suppose we used 1.0 version dependency, okay, and currently we have 1.2 version is available. It will display the which version we are currently using and which is the current version it will display. Okay, and dependency updates reports. This will also it will show you the dependency latest versions are available and which version we are using it will display. And plugins update reports also same thing. Okay, if you click on software reports, total. Let me check. It is still it is stuck. Okay, there is no test cases on this parent project. Okay, and test Java docs. This is the test classes documentation. Java docs. This is the source code documentation. Cross reference documentation and PMD report. These are the violations in our code. Okay, in which line? In which line we have violation? A method or constructor should not explicit through java.lang.exception under line number 9. Okay, CPD code duplication. There is no duplicate code in our project. And property updates. Okay, we have written properties under properties element, right? Those updates and dependency updates, plugin updates, tag list. Okay, what we want to do under it will generate a tag. Okay, so if you want to see specific module wise reports, we can see this site. Go to weather, target, weather equipment, target. Actually, we will have a separate site for each module. Let me check. Okay, here build is success. Now here you can see under com it is gets created C training multi-module and 1.0 icon snapshot, and we have a pom.xml and we have a weather app. Okay, file system usr local Maven training multi-module target site. Okay, in the weather module we have a site. Okay, in this site you can open this index.html. Okay, this is the jar module reports. Okay, if you go to project reports, click on software reports, we have a 2 tests and 0 errors, 0 failures. Okay, and success rate is 100%. Okay, here you can see the test case percentage and check style, coding standards. What are the coding violations we have in our project? Okay, and find bugs, six classes and one bugs. And what is the bug is this one. Okay, property updates and dependency updates, plugin updates. Okay, so like this we can see the uh, site for each module, or we can see complete overall site upon parent project. Is it clear? Any doubts? This is all about Maven. Hello, are you able to hear me? So now I will explain one more important thing. Under Eclipse, okay, we are not configuring where is src directory, where is resources directory. We are not mentioning how Maven is picking up. Okay, how Maven will have default build life cycle, how it is executing, right? Maven has some default build life cycle, right? How it has some default build life cycle, because it has some uh, super palm. Okay, this is our palm. Okay, upon this palm it will Maven will generate one super palm. In that super palm, uh, it will in that super palm we will have a properties. Where is the source code path, where is the test classes path, where is the resources path, everything we can find in the super palm. So you can see here in the Eclipse bottom we will have a 5 tabs: overview, dependencies, dependency hierarchy, and effective palm and palm.xml. Overview, it will show you a graphical view, and palm.xml is the text view, and dependencies, here we can see the dependencies list, and dependency hierarchy, which dependency depends on another dependency. We can see the dependency hierarchy. And next one is the effective palm. This is the super palm of the palm. Okay, so in this effective palm, all configurations will be available. Okay, default life cycle will be available under this effective palm. Okay, if you see this effective palm, uh, see here, source code repository, source directory. Okay, script source directory, test source directory, output directory, test output directory. Okay, everything we can see exact paths in the effective palm. Based on these things only, it will pick up the source code, and it will compile, and it will generate the packages. Okay, so you have one project with ant build script. You want convert that project as a Maven project. Okay, you can write a palm with these options. Okay, under build element you can specify your source code directory and test source directory. You can specify these things. Okay, if you are specifying like this, we can convert the ant projects to Maven projects also. Effective palm is the super palm of the all palms. Means we have one palm, means on that palm we will have a super palm. Is it clear?